And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Slot man moves right. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards.
First down. A gain of 59 yards. First down, Chiefs.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First of all, you ain't got long enough. With me, you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is, they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. The mic, the characters, not even good actors. What's going to be the outcome?
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still going. He's on his way. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
With it is Brown. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pacheco once again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd and 7. Now it's Mahomes again. Mahomes will do it himself. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Pacheco. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the the sideline after a chip shot field goal. Maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw will be intercepted. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st down, it's Genty. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where
this is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it up.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Working downfield, he's got Thornton. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Through the middle of the field. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chiefs 13.
as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and 5. Timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Yellow. That's a line. At 57.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and 4.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Hey, please.
2nd and 6. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter,
they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 59 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
31. Chiefs 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Big strides, look at him go. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Grady Jarrett. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's second and 10. Now Mahomes. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now. They've got to to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Leo Chenal. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and 3. Got his man, it's Thornton. On a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, 31 yards. And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 5. On the give, Jeanty. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Raiders 45, Chiefs 35.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a handoff to Jeanty.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and 5. Short throw caught by Bowers. Look at the big fella go. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd down.
Yellow. There's a line. Attack, attack.
Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now.
15.
Here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. 70 left.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it,
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. What a great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Raiders 59, Chiefs 42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.